Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and we are back for some more F1 23 Road to Glory series, and we are here for the contract renewal to sign on with Alfa Romeo, and we're going to obviously continue with the team because we're going for Road to Glory. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but the Road to Glory series, it's been pretty fun. I've always wanted to do one of these, and I did one kind of last year with McLaren, but I didn't really record it because F122 just wasn't the mood, and all my saves were corrupted because I switched consoles, and yeah, so well, I just switched over to the PS5, but Alfa Romeo are pretty happy. The team demanded level 3. We're actually level 8, and our salary looks to be alright, so we're gonna go with a low risk here. I'm not gonna go high risk. I'm not really that guy to ask for so much money. This is basically the salary I got. Low risk of 1.64 million dollars. I'm pretty sure Alpha will be happy with that. So yeah, so let's go see if we sign on. Sending demands, and we are signed on for the rest of the season with Alfa Romeo. So I'm glad to continue with the team. Got 12 race weekends left, so our next contract period will come up around, I think, at the end of Abu Dhabi. I've been seeing a glitch where it comes before Abu Dhabi, but honestly, I don't really know. I hope not, but we are signed on. So now it is time for the get into the juicy driver transfers, and there's none. Nope, no one moved. No one moved teams. Everyone kind of stayed the same. Obviously, if I went to, like, let's say like Ferrari or like someone else like that, they probably would have switched drivers, but everyone kind of stayed the same, which is kind of fair. I get it, because everyone's kind of been having a good season. You know, you think Nick DeFries would get dropped for his performances, but no, he's still with AlphaTauri. So I don't know whether I don't know when they're gonna actually add Danny Rick to the game. Maybe they probably might actually add him around like November, because that's when they come out with like the real performance update. So that's probably when they will add them, but again, I don't really know. So anyways, time for some upgrades. Thinking about doing an engine upgrade, getting that ready on for Spa, and just to have a good car for Spa, and also another race that's coming up, Monza, and that is a track where it's just straight line speed and power. Monza is not a hard track to get right, so we just need some upgrades, need some drag reduction coming on. Maybe do the DRS as well. I think about doing the DRS, to be honest with you, or I think we might wait though to get enough points for the DRS, because that can actually get ready for, I believe that might get ready for the Spa weekend, but I don't really know. So anyways, we got, well, 2 upgrades coming on. One's not really a performance update, it's more just durability, and well, we got a free upgrade to put on, and it's still free though, so we'll just get that back on. It was the MGUK, and some of the durability upgrades were free, so that's kind of what I like about that with all the discounts, but yeah, so anyways, FP1, FP2 is done. FP3, the car's a bit iffy. I don't know, something about this track with high downforce, it just really doesn't suit the car, so honestly, I'm not lying, I think we might be out of Q2 here, y'all. I don't know if we'll even make it into Q2 because the pace is not really showing, so but we'll see what we can do with qualifying. Let's jump into Hungary qualifying. Let's go see what we can do here. And here we are, ready for qualifying here for the Hungarian Grand Prix. And as I said before, really just struggling a lot with quali pace. One lap pace was not really ideal. I actually did some laps in practice too, where I was just focusing all on quali pace. And again, I mean, you can get a good representative, but again, it's not really ideal because, you know, it's just practice and it's not really like the main event. And you can see right there, we're really not getting any rotation through the first corner. And that's just more just me being just a big pile of poo, because again, I mean, it was just another snap there once again. That corner was giving me so much hell, and it's still giving me hell. So probably we'll have to do a little bit of a lift there as we head through the next couple of corners, and just really just struggling out wide, and had to correct the car a little bit, and we go off again, and that's actually qualifying over already. Oh my god. That's the bad luck is continuing. Had the thing in Austria, DNF and GBR and DNF in qualifying. So that's just more just being a rookie mistake and just not like just me not giving a full effort, I guess. I don't know what to really say, to be honest with you. um, I didn't. I don't know. The walk of shame back to the end of the pit lane, doing that. We're seeing that multiple times, but Valtteri goes P9 in Q1 and he's 7-10. He just got showing pace, but McLaren have shown a lot more pace too. So looks like both the Americans are out. Even Logan Sargent's out as well, and I'm actually wearing my Logan Sargent hat as I'm recording this as well. So it's quite funny I say that, but well, I think we're gonna take a new engine. I think a new engine will be helpful, and it will actually save us to take more engine penalties, even though we're gonna have to take probably more later in the season. So I think we take a new engine, and yeah. So losing this rivalry by a lot. Science is just has wiped the floor, and again they're making me go against a guy that's at the top in the midfield. Guys, like, I get it. We're leading. Alfa Romeo are controlling the midfield, but we're not up to the top. What part of that don't y'all understand? Seriously, it's all right though. So yeah, we're gonna take a whole new engine. A risk though of taking a new engine is stuff failing, and let's not have that happen, because I like points, and again, race pace is better. The race pace was a lot better compared to the quali pace, so that is a positive. But that is a tough break. So let's go see. Let's do a last to first, shall we? Or just a last to somewhere. So let's jump into the race and see what we can do. And yeah.
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of Formula One action. We're not expecting too many retirements at this circuit. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher, who made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaro Ring are steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking's always been difficult on this technical 2.7-mile track, but the last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. So let's hope we're in for another one here today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Russell, Sainz, Perez, Leclerc, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Bottas, Stroll, Gasly, Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Albon, Sargent, De Vries and Cowboy. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And with me today, of course, is Natalie Pinkham. Let's talk about Cowboy. They're in for a tough race today, as they'll be starting out of position due to a penalty from earlier in the weekend.
It's unfortunate, but it happens to everyone at some point. You just have to accept your fate, knuckle down and get on with the business of making up that deficit during the Grand Prix. So they'll be pushing hard today, one to watch for sure.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Thank you for the motivation, Mark. I need that. I need that motivation, because we're dead last. Whole new engine, brand new engine in the car, and well, we're gonna see what we can do in this race today. And it's gonna be a bit of a again, as I said, practice race pace was a lot better compared to the quali pace. And I think honestly we're gonna do a bit of an alternative strategy. I think we're gonna go to the hard. We're gonna start in the hard, and we're gonna go to the mediums with 15 to go, because the tire drop off isn't bad on the mediums. So we'll go to the end of the mediums and we'll go see what the pace is We could start in the soft, but I'm thinking about going to lap 20, go into the mediums, get up as many positions as I can, and just, yeah, because again, I'm pretty confident in the race pace, because again, I mean, the quali pace wasn't really ideal, but the race pace looks a lot better compared to the quali pace, and we got 35 laps on our hands, so it's definitely it's a long race. It's not like 70 laps, but it's still a long race, so we're gonna make it as fun as we can. So anyways, here come the 5 red lights here of Hungary. Be a difficult challenge. See if we can get up into at least the points here. Lights on and where we go for the Hungarian Grand Prix. We got a D-Star Hill. We actually jumped Nick de Vries. Everyone else is kind of on the soft tires, so it's gonna be a bit of a tricky to get around these guys as quick as we can. But anyways, we head down to turn number 1 here once again, and had to get off. Had to get off track there a little bit. And okay, no penalty for illegal overtakes there. Explain that to me. We were clearly off track there, but we're now 3 wide as we head down to turn number 3, and keeping it down the inside. Let's take a look what happened. I had to just avoid the collision. I almost ran into the back of Sajid and Albon. That would have been race over already right there, unless a red flag happened, but I guess not. And you can see 3 wide with the Haas and the McLaren, so I don't really know how that was a penalty, but okay, we move on, and we'll keep going. So anyways, keeping it, we've actually jumped a lot of cars, mainly because of that overtake, but Piastri, though, on those soft tires, he's really going to give us a nightmare a little bit here today. Because again, I mean, that guy's gonna be he's gonna be rapid today, and we just need to keep a close eye on him. So we'll try to have to keep a close eye on him. But anyways, here comes Piastri, and here comes Hulkenberg as well. These guys are really gonna give us a bit of a nightmare. We're really struggling a lot on the hard tires. We're not getting really any warm up. And here comes Piastri, though. He's gonna go down the inside as we head down, and Piastri gets ahead. Thinking about switchback, no, we're not just gonna let him go, and kind of just sit back and see where the pace is. But again, there's no pace in this car right now at the moment, mainly because of the hard tires. And again, I mean, well, you're the one that decided to start in the hard. Yes, I did, but I'm not really regretting my decision, because again, I think playing this strategy is really gonna make it easier. And we got Fernando Alonso back here as well, so it's not like we're one of the top guys that are really gonna be struggling back here. Also, Oscar Piastri, bit of a dark horse, and again, McLaren have made some amazing progress this season, even in real life as well. And McLaren are absolutely quick in this. But anyways, here comes lap 3, and we're just not quick with Piastri. We're just not good with them. Hulkenberg, though, he's kind of threatening us a little bit. But again, the problem with Hungary is there's only one DRS straight, and it's pretty hard to overtake around here. I'm not gonna lie, this track is not easy to overtake, because again, this track involves a lot of high downforce. And again, if you have a good car in the straight line, you're going to be easy, but you're running so high wings that you really don't get good straight line speed. But on lap 4 now, and you could just see the DRS train back there. We got, looks like, got a lot of the lower midfield. So we got the Haas's, the Williams, and the Alfa tires. And then up in front, we got more like the guys that are more at the front of the midfield. So the Alpines, McLarens, and also we got Bottas up there as well. So Valtteri's having a pretty good job. And then you got more just the top guys. So lap 5 now, Piastri's threatening Esteban Ocon, and they're going to go actually side by side as we head down to turn number 1. And Piastri's going to go around the outside of Ocon. Ocon gives him enough space, so fair to Ocon. Make a little bit of contact there, a little bit. Touch looks like a little bit of the front suspension. And Ocon lives to fight another day, and same as Piastri. And also, well, Piastri lives, and he does not get nerfed off. And we're just sitting back here, and we're just enjoying this battle. And I'm not really liking this, because again, look how much they're pulling away. The guys in the front are pulling away, but here comes Piastri, though, around the outside. And go on, Piastri. That was a good move. Make it tough. Go around the outside. Fair play to him. Again, I mean, just it's so smooth when you overtake anyone in any game, any racing game. It is so nice to overtake them around the outside. It's just on the outside. Around the outside. It's just beautiful. But here comes the late send on Ocon here. We send one down the inside of Ocon. Thought about it a little bit, but dummy there. Ooh, a little bit of a tricky just to get on the power there a little bit, but thankfully we do get ahead. And now we chase after Oscar Piastri, and again, just really now the pace is coming. The car is now really coming alive. We're getting really used to these tires. The tire warm-up felt a lot better, and ultimately I just feel a lot quicker. So we should be able to get around Piastri pretty quickly. Piastri's pace isn't really ideal. Really struggling a lot with his tires, because again, these softs die off a lot, and this track really kind of eats the tires and stuff like that. But you can see we're kind of just all over the place a little bit as well. So not really ideal. And again, I mean, this track isn't really recommended for hard tires, I feel like. well, at least in the 2022 race, I mean, the hard tire was just a bit crap. But anyways, here comes here comes us trying to go around the outside of Piastri. Piastri's gonna survive that, and still gonna fight him around the outside. Well, still gonna fight him around there, and do not get the move done. And I don't know why I said one DRS straight. There's two, but I'm just being a complete dumbass. So I apologize, but lap 8 now. And the gap to Gasly has grown. It's just increased a lot because of all that battling that was happening with Ocon and Piastri. But here comes another shot on Piastri once again. And this time we have to dump more overtake because that McLaren's got some pretty good straight line speed. So we're going to dummy Piastri. We're going to think about going down the inside. We're going to go around the outside though. And head down to turn 1. And Piastri's going to give us a good enough space. Fights that hard. But we're just going to get a much smoother exit out of the corner. And we're going to get ahead. And that actually moves us up into P12 now. So we push on, and we're gonna push. I think we're gonna start pushing now. Or I think we might just kind of just sit back. I don't think we really need to push too much, but again, with all this ERS upgrades, that's really helped. That again, I mean, we can save so much ERS in the race compared to everyone else. Because again, I feel like I don't know how everyone else's ERS is, but AI do use a lot of it on the first lap, but I feel like with the ERS upgrades, they really help. So yeah, so we'll see honestly what happens here. Gasly, 3 seconds. Well, he was 3 seconds off the road. That gap has actually gone down to 2. So again, he's probably struggling a lot on his mediums. Alonso up there as well. Alonso's in the DRS train with, I believe, Norris and Leclerc. I think either Leclerc or Sainz. I think that's Leclerc that's behind him. So they're making it tough for them. And again, you got another DRS train with Piastri and Ocon. Well, kind of the gap is kind of like falling apart between those two guys. And one of the Mercedes boys have pitted. I believe that is George Russell. He might have had first lap contact or damage in the first lap, so he's threatening Nick to freeze. So go on, George, get around him pretty easily. So now we have to keep an eye on that Mercedes and see where he kind of stacks up later in this race. So provisionally, we probably would have been P12 at the moment, but he came into the pits probably to change our front wing. So yeah, and well, voice is starting to go, so that's not really ideal. But here comes Piastri a little bit. Thought about it. No, he doesn't. He got a little bit close there. Watched the gap a little bit, and just not really gain. But he's got some pretty good. He's got some pace, and we're kind of losing a little bit of time to Gasly. Not really ideal. So we're gonna keep on going. Just making a lot of mistakes, and it's just silly mistakes as well. Just not hitting my apexes. And I mean, I won't lie. I am not the greatest at this game. I will not lie. I don't really think I'm that good. And the AI is at 103, and I can barely hit my apexes for hell. So I will not lie. I am not really good at when it comes to hitting apexes. But we're still gonna keep on going. It's actually closed the gap down by a lot though to Pierre Gasly. So still making it tough though. And we actually pulled away from Piastri. Kind of pushed a little bit there. And still making it tough, and again we can go flat out there through that corner, so we didn't have to lift there through that corner. That was giving me a lot of hell, and I believe that was turn 4. So yeah, as we hit that through the chicane now, and next couple, or I call it the S's here, and very tricky, very difficult on the tires, and thankfully we are getting closer to Gasly's DRS range, so we're gonna fight Gasly to the end here, and we're gonna try to just see what we can salvage as we keep on pushing forward. So hopefully we get close to him this lap, and not this lap, lap 16, and we are close now. We all over the DRS, and speaking, I think we skipped like a lap or two, but Verstappen's actually pitted. He's actually on strategy still, so he's not off strategy. So Verstappen is pitted, and he's on the mediums. So he started on the soft, he's going to the medium, so he's gonna go to the end of the race. So he's gonna be all over the back of us. I'm gonna try to get around Gasly here this lap, because again we got so much better pace. His tires have really fallen off a lot, and I don't know what Gasly's strategy plan is. He could be going to the hard tire. He could extend, because a couple guys, the pit window is basically now open for everyone else. So we're kind of seeing where everyone else kind of stacks up. But we got Valtteri a little bit up there as well. But anyways, you can just see just the turbulent air is just really bugging me. But anyways, we're going to keep on. We're going to get the DRS on Gasly. Here comes Verstappen, though. He's got that Red Bull's going to just get around us. Max is not really going to be a challenge, but he's going to do a 2-in-1 here. He goes down the inside on Gasly, former Red Bull Junior driver, and Verstappen gets ahead. And we're going to try to get around the former Red Bull driver, Pierre Gasly, and we're going to go around the outside of Pierre Gasly. Made it tough, though, for Gasly. well, I kind of squeezed him down a little bit, but he kind of went up a little bit, but I couldn't really, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Um, he ran a little bit tight through that line, I feel like, so he's scrubbing a lot of speed, but here's to take a look at what happened as we head through the battle cam, or more the TV kind of cam. So you see Verstappen down the inside. I think Gasly had to kind of just correct a little bit his car because Verstappen kind of pushed him out maybe a little bit wide. But you can see Gasly is down the inside. I feel like he was scrubbing speed there, and we just got around the outside and well executed by me. And we are now P2 in this race because it is time to pit, and we're going to get off the hard tires. We're going to go to the end now in the mediums and see what we can salvage, but obviously Hamilton and Russell over the back of us. Russell is off strategy, so he's not really on strategy with Hamilton unless he's going to go to the end zone. Those mediums, I don't think he is, though. Those mediums are going to fall off relatively quickly, so I don't think he'll commit, so for me, I don't think he'll commit. If he does, I will. If he commits, I will be very impressed, and I'll do something. I don't know. Maybe I'll like eat the world's hottest chip or something. But anyways, it's time for the pits. It's a good start from the boys, and we're gonna head out ahead. And we're actually under pressure though from guess who? Alex Albon, and because these guys they pitted so much earlier, so they were gaining so much time on us because of the mediums. But here comes Albon though. But he's not close enough. He didn't get DRS either, but he wasn't close enough. So P13, and we are going to have to push like hell to the end of the race. We got 15 to go. Well, it was 15 to go, but we got about 13 laps remaining left in this race. We're gonna send it. So Magnussen and Piastri are up, and Magnussen's not gonna be an easy guy to overtake. That Haas, again, it's a crappy car, and we should be able to get around him very easily, but again, Magnussen is not really a guy that likes to he's not easy to pass on track, so, and Piastri, that McLaren's got some good straight line speed, I will give him that. They got some good straight line speed, and with our car, we don't really have the straight line speed, so it's going to be tricky, but you can just see how much pace we got over Magnussen again. I mean, his tires have fallen off a lot, and he's got so much, I feel like this track has got so much drag too for him, so he's really struggling. But purple sector 2, could we set the fast lap of the race? I don't think so though. I mean, we're really just, I don't think we are. Let's not get our hopes up. So but you know what I'm thinking about doing though? I'm thinking about a lick the stamp and send it, because we're gonna be all over the back of them, and I think sending it would be ideal. So we're gonna dump overtake. I don't think we're close enough though. I thought we were though. And here comes Russell. Russell now into the pits, and he's gonna come out behind the Williams, maybe behind the Haas as well, of Hulkenberg. Or I don't really care what happens to Russell as long as we get ahead of him. That's all I would have asked for. But anyways, we're still chasing after Kevin Magnussen, and you can see the gap is actually closing down a lot to him, and also closing the gap to Oscar Piastri. And Bottas has an issue, so Valtteri's really struggling a lot. I don't know if he's got an engine issue or something, but he's got to really feel a drop off, and I think he's losing power, so not really ideal for my teammate. So I think it's going to be a one-man show for the rest of this race, and because I don't think if Bottas surprisingly survives, then I will give him that, but I don't think that he's going to really survive with all these guys behind us, and if he's going to be losing power, he's going to be losing so much time, he's not really going to have a shot. So you see he's losing so much time to the you got to look on the mini map though. He's losing so much time to Stroll, I believe that is Stroll or Alonso. I think it's Stroll. I think Alonso actually overcutted Stroll, I'm pretty sure, or he got around him. I don't really know. But anyways, we got the DRS on Kevin Magnussen. We're going to chase Kevin Magnussen now down. Dump DRS, dump overtake as much as we can. We're going to dummy Magnussen. We're going to go around the outside of him. Magnussen down the inside, and just gave him a little bit of a tight squeeze. And still fighting around the outside, and we're going to get that move done on lap 24. 10 laps remaining. We keep on pushing. And let's go see if we can salvage some points. So provisionally, I think we can get up to about Lando Norris because our pace is really strong. But anyways, here comes Bottas. He's gotta let us go here. He has to let us go. There's no way he fights this. If he does, I'll give him credit, but I don't think he is though. And well, we're gonna back out of that, and we're gonna try to get around him here because again, he doesn't really got anything for us. So stick with them, and we're gonna have to go down the inside. He's actually gonna defend this, so props to you. But we're gonna go down the inside, and we're gonna force you out wide though. We gotta let pass though. Your pace isn't really ideal. You're out of this technically. You're out of contention for any points today, buddy. unless you surprisingly get your car fixed up, but I don't know if he is though. So his car's a bit tired. She's a bit tired, so I feel so sorry for everyone at Alfa Romeo, and well, it's now we're now playing the number one. Valtteri was provisionally number one for the race, but unfortunately now it is switched, and the rookie now takes control of Valtteri, or the rookie now takes over as prioritizing me. So all the strategy goes to me. But anyways, around the outside of Piastri, simple move like that. Again, just that corner you can make it easy, but Valtteri now losing so much time. I think she's gonna have to call it quits here. I don't know how long she's gonna go. She can have an engine issue at any moment, and well, as I say that, she does. She's done for the day. Valtteri is not really just sees poor Valtteri. This guy's just had a lot of bad luck this season. He really has. My poor teammate, has had a lot of bad luck. I will give him that, but yeah, poor Valtteri. And we're just fast forwarding now a lot. That was actually on lap 27, lap 26. So we now approach lap 27. Now we have to close that gap down to Lance Stroll and also Lando Norris. And again, like I said, Lando Norris I think he's in reach. I think we could optimistically get P7. I think we can get ahead of him because I got so much pace compared to these two guys up here that I don't think that they're really going to have anything. So we might be able to jump Stroll and also Norris, but again, like I said, I don't know, because again, Lando could have so much pace, and again, our tires are going to fall off around like near the end of the race, but again, they said they would have made it, so it's not like the drop off is going to be too bad, but it's still going to be pretty bad at the same time. So we're going to keep on going and see what we can do, but we're closing that gap down to Lance Stroll. Stroll's got some good pace, and here comes George Russell now. Russell, he's kind of a dark horse as well, as I said, because he's got a lot of pace in that Mercedes, and to be fair, I mean, he had lap 1 damage, so he's not gonna make it easy for us. So we kind of just have to what's a nice word to say? I want to say a nice word. We just have to keep on pushing, and we are mainly pushing at this time. But again, we don't have to dump much overtake though, because our pace is so strong in these mediums compared to everyone else's that we can kind of like cruise a little bit. But again, we're dumping most of the overtake though down the straights to get more horsepower into that engine and more just battery overall. You can see just down these straights we're getting so much time on Stroll, and also Lando is kind of just falling behind a little bit, so he's making his day a living hell, and we're gaining, and Stroll is really not liking this either, because now he's probably getting a bit annoyed because we're threatening him from a position, so he's probably not really liking this. But I'm sorry, man. We gotta get around you. We got Russell behind us. We gotta go. So let's keep on going. We might get a run on Stroll. No, we don't. Back out of that. No point of sending it down the inside. We could have probably sent it, but I don't want to be late on the brakes right now. And we'll go get him as we head down to the next straight. But again, we're making it tough though. We got a little bit of overspeed there, but unfortunately we just weren't close enough. So I thought about one there. Fortunately didn't get it as we head through the center S's now. And well, we'll just see if we can get him down the main straight. We gotta stay close though, but again, the turbulent air is really, you can just see him just getting so much. I can't really follow him so much, so it's kind of a bit of a struggle to stay with Stroll. And a little bit, oh, got a little bit close there. Thankfully, our front wing is indestructible. We've had a couple front wings broken, and thankfully he didn't do that stupid thing that the AI do, which pisses me off. And he didn't do it, so thank you. But anyways, around the outside, oh, bit of contact there with hit his side pod, and well, gonna have to go around Stroll here once again. So anyways, down the inside of Stroll, and that's gonna put us up into P8 now, and next up is Lando Norris, and George Russell is all over the back of Stroll, and he is going to be a nightmare to defend. And with only 2 laps, oh, he made a bit of a mistake there though. He made a mistake. He was pushing a little bit too much, but with 2 laps to go now, we really got to send it, and we can't hold back. We cannot hold back. We need to get around him as quick as we can. But again, we're running out so much wide. We have no front end now. No front end. And like I said, I like a car with a good front end, and it's not really giving it to me, so the tires are really falling off a lot there. But anyways, Here comes a shot on Lando. Lando might defend it. No, we don't. We're going to have to back out of that. Thought about ascend, but I'm just not. I don't think we were close enough, but honestly I don't know how close we were. And you can just see how much the rears are falling off. You can see we had to kind of correct the car a little bit. Not too much though, but anyways, we're going to keep on going at Norris and see what happens. He's struggling a lot though on his tires too. And Russell, he's doing it. Russell's mediums are so much fresher than his, but again, they're fresher than mine. But at the same time, I think his drop off is kicking in too. So it's not really helping the both of us, I guess you could say. But I think I'm feeling it a little bit more than he is because again, I pitted a lot earlier than him because I think I stayed out. I think he stayed out 2 more laps, but he's got so much tire wear upgrades compared to us, where our tire wear upgrades are sort of weak. So it's not really great, I guess you could say, but we still chase after Lando, and Russell's not letting this go. He is not letting this go. So we have 1 more lap to get around Norris, and we need to send it down here in this next corner. There's no buts. We need to get this done. And last lap now approaching, the last lap of the Grand Prix. Lando Norris is under pressure from us. We got so much DRS. We got so much overtake to dump. As we're gonna make this tough on Lando. We're gonna dummy him. We're gonna go around the outside. Thought about the inside move, but we had to back out of that a little bit because I thought he was gonna do the thing where he's gonna get a little bit squirrely there a little bit. And oh, the rears fall off a little bit. Oh, a little bit off track there once again. And oh, made contact with Russell. And he didn't break I don't think I broke the front wing, but I made a little bit of contact with him, and now we're under pressure from Russell. So not really ideal. And Russell's gonna have so much straight line speed through this part. He's dumping so much overtake. Peeped out a little bit on line, and oh, it's peeping out again, but he doesn't make it. He doesn't get it done. So we survived, but unfortunately, we don't get ahead of Norris because we made a mistake, and the mistake was we got in the power too early. So. God, man. It's alright. I think P8 will be provisional unless Russell sends it down the inside. I don't think he will, though. But out of the final corner, Verstappen, he's going to win at Hungary, and he's going to take the checker flag. Verstappen wins. He's going to extend his championship lead ahead. Lewis Hamilton comes home in P2 for Mercedes, so excellent job from the Mercedes team this weekend. And Carlos Sainz will get P3. It was not Charles Leclerc, and you know what? P20 to P8. I will take this as a W. GG's to everyone on the team. Good driving. I'm very happy with that result. I'll take it.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So as they climb out of the car, the Red Bull team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly deserved win. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, confidence breeds confidence. Success breeds success. They are very much enjoying a purple patch right now.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
There's your winner. Verstappen wins the Hungarian Grand Prix ahead of Lewis Hamilton and also Carlos Sainz. So Sainz has been pretty consistent, to be fair with you. I don't think he's had... I don't know, but he might have beat us in the rivalry here because we got, again, like I said in the previous video, we're getting our ass handed to us by him. But to be fair, we can't really fight a Ferrari, so I don't really understand putting me up against a Ferrari would be a great challenge for me. But yeah, anyways, I totally forgot the podium pass is updated, so I probably have to buy it after this video because I didn't even realize that was a thing. But anyways, P8, very solid result from us. Honestly, I'm very happy with this because again, just from what happened in qualifying to crashing out and to getting a P8, it's a good result. And again, we could have got P7, but if we just didn't make that mistake, could have had it. But we weren't far off the fastest lap though. We were far off, so we could have possibly had it, but Russell pitted for the new mediums, so that kind of really just benefited him. But championship standings now, Norris has actually closed that gap now down to 1 point, and Valtteri no points for him, unfortunately. And Well, Alonso's extending his gap in the championship, so P7 might be out of the cards here, but I don't think we're going to really get with him. So the constructors, those standings, he pulls away more, and well, McLaren made some slight gains, but not too many, but only scoring 4 points this weekend. Not really ideal, but as we head into Spa, though, we got a major upgrade package, so I'm really happy for Spa, because it could be a juicy weekend. So yeah, but anyways, thank y'all for watching this video, and if you want to see more videos, please check out below. If you want to watch more of the Road to Glory series, please go check that out as well. And if you guys would like to subscribe, that would greatly appreciate it. I love you all that give support to this channel and everything else like that. But have a good rest of your day, y'all. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and F1's almost back, so don't worry, we're almost back. But I'll see y'all in the next one.